everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and I am in my hotel room at the Northwest Tarot Symposium 2019, and it has been so much fun. I have not been recording like I would have liked or hoped. In fact, I've been just taking in all of the sights and the sounds and the people that it's been very difficult for me to carve out any kind of time or space to film. Now, I'm going to try to pop in a few lives tomorrow. We'll see how I do with that. I don't know. So this is kind of like a little, kind of like a vlog, if you will. It's a vlog of my experiences thus far. So I arrived here on, let's see, at 11 o'clock a.m. Yeah, so we should say 11 o'clock a.m. and on Saturday, not on Friday. The symposium starts on Friday, I believe, but I got here Saturday, today. And I flew in, great flight, only an hour and some change to get here. Got an Uber, first time I actually ordered an Uber by myself. Normally it's my kids who are ordering the Uber, or my husband, or my sister, never me. I've never had the luxury of doing it all by my lonesome, and it was great. And I got here, and the people have just been amazing. And it's not uncommon to just be like, oh, at the table with some of the greats like Mary Kate Greer. I mean, it's not like they're just amongst you, like being with the people, eating with the people. We broke bread together. It was so cool. And I was able to meet Anthony. She's so delightful and beautiful in person, just like she is on film. And I was able to buy a deck that had been on my wish list for a while, a good long while, probably since it came out, and it was Anthony's The Awakened Soul Oracle. I had been wanting it since she put it out, but for whatever reason I wouldn't get it, or money wasn't right, or this or that. And then I said, you know what, if I see her and she's there and she's selling her decks, I am going to buy it. That would be the time that I'm going to get it. I got it. She signed my book. I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited. I'm such a fan. Like, I try to be very cool when it comes to meeting people, whether they're YouTubers or celebrities or whatever. I try to be cool because I'm from California, and it's not uncommon to see celebrities. You will see celebrities if you live out here, whether you live in Northern California or Southern California. And in Southern California, you are definitely much more likely to see a celebrity on any given day just living their life. And they're just living their life, so that's why I try to leave folks alone. But Anthony's there. She's, you know, she's going to be presenting tomorrow, and she also was selling her decks. I see that she has a cute little Lenormand. I completely forgot about it. I fell asleep last night saying, Kim, get up, go put a Lenormand deck in your bag so you can go do the study group. Forgot. Not to say that there's not Lenormand decks here, however, and I may have to sneak away. I hear there's a store called Pals. I may have to sneak away and go give me a quick little Lenormand, because it's just, I hear, just not even that far away from here, from one of my dear friends. I have to talk to you guys about the exciting times too of the symposium. We'll call it Newt. This is what they affectionately call it here, Newts. So anyways, it's been challenging to film because there's always something going on. There's always people to meet. I've had the coolest experiences. I got here, my room wasn't ready, so I said, I'm just going to eat lunch. And I went to the hotel grill lounge, or whatever you call a restaurant. And I'm eating my food and get ready. And okay, I don't want to like ruin a good thing here. And I'm all over the place. You guys have to forgive me. But whenever I go to something like this and I'm around very high vibing people all day long, I am ping, 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 ping. I'm like all over the place. So please bear with me. And it's probably best I'm not even doing a live right now because I'd be like a mess all over the place. I was sitting having lunch, and then I was like, okay, I think my room is probably ready. Let me go see. And just as I'm getting ready to go or get up, a lady comes in, and her name's Francesca, and then Sage comes in, a gentleman, and I looked at him, and I'm like, the name obviously rings a bell, and he looks familiar, and I realized, oh, he's one of the presenters. And they asked if they could sit at the table that I was leaving, because it was actually like one of the best tables in the restaurant. They had a view of the pool, and then they sat down, and I sat down and started chatting it up. Next thing I know, I'm chatting with them as they're eating, and we're having a good time. And they were, you know, it was the most relaxed time I've had with eating with strangers in ever. I don't know if ever. No, I can't say ever. Can't say ever. When I go to women's retreats in the Bay Area, or it may not be in the Bay Area, it could be with the big trees, my beloved big trees, up in the redwoods, up in Northern California, northern California, not just my little northern. At Sacramento, I'm talking about the tippity top. I have some very magical moments with strangers when I'm in a women's retreat or a writer's conference or something. I have magical, like, synergetic moments where I'm just like vibing with people, and we just can't get enough of each other. So I had that moment. Then I got my room. Excitingly enough, I got downgraded. And some people would not prefer to be downgraded. I preferred because it would help with my budget. And not that, I mean, my husband was paying for it, but it's our budget, really. It's not his. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like our money together. And so I don't want to be all willy-nilly getting a suite when I don't need a suite. And the only reason I got a suite was because when I booked the room at the hotel where the Symposium is, when I booked the room, they said that only the suites were available. So I was like, well, I don't want to stay anywhere else. I know me. It's cold out here. I mean, I thought it was comparable to Sacramento. It's cold in Portland. No doubt about it. It's colder than Sacramento for sure. So I'm not ready at all. My wardrobe is totally not ready for this kind of weather. But oh well. It's perfect because I'm in the hotel and I don't really need to leave unless I want to go look for a Lenormand deck. No. Anyways, so I got that, and then I got to see some of my peoples, you guys, my friends, my tribe. So I got to see Jennifer, Ace of Tarot. Oh, love you, love you, love you. That was exciting. I got to see Lisa from Supportive Tarot, and I just was so over the moon thrilled to see you or see her. It was just, it was like, oh, I know that face. You know that moment where you're like, wait a minute. And like, she recognized me, or not recognized me, but just saw me before I could even scan the room and like take in faces. So she saw me and I'm like, oh, and you know, you'd like, oh, I get all this like, Supportive Tarot. And you're like, oh, I'm so excited. Like, oh, you know, like, again, it's just this, like, I know that face. It's like, I see you on my TV screen. I see you on my phone or my whatever little device I'm on, and there you are, and I'm so excited. So just sweet and delightful you are, and she is with her lovely sister. So I had fun there, and we all ate dinner together. Linda, my favorite person from our Facebook tribes. At least that's in also YouTube tribe too. Both tribes really. Which is really one massive tribe, the tarot community. But you know, there's the Facebook groups, and then there's YouTube world, and she totally rocked my world. Linda, we sat like right next to each other at dinner. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm hella picky when it comes to food, so I am a little hungry. I'm gonna have to figure out a food situation. I don't even know if they have, I hope they have room service. I'm so picky. They had pasta, you know, but I just was not feeling that tonight. So I'm a little bummed about that. Nothing to do with the quality or anything. It's just a me thing. Again, this is a vlog, so let's discuss some of the things that I got. And like I said, tomorrow my plan, and hopefully as when you're watching this video, this is like my vlog of my Northwest Tarot Symposium, end of day 1 for me, but it's really day 2 for the whole rest of the group. I'm hoping that when you see this, you'll be like, oh yeah, I saw a couple of lives where she was here and there, and she said hi, and she said, you know, I'm hoping to maybe get some people to say what's up, but we'll see. Again, it's fast moving. You're taking courses. I'm not going to be busting out my camera while, you know, unless I see other people doing it. But you want to be respectful too. You want to also be respectful of people's spaces. So when I realized what kind of environment it was when I got here, I was like, I don't know if my plan to just willy-nilly record all over the place was the right plan, because this kind of feels like how the women's retreat feels for me. Not as much, but close. That intimate, protective feeling where I just want to enjoy the moment. I don't want to take pictures. I want to protect people's privacy. I want to just enjoy it, just be in the moment. And for someone who films a lot, I've filmed a lot of videos so far, I still value very much being in the moment and being present. So oftentimes you're not going to find a lot of pictures like of me, like when I'm with my family or whatever, of me, because I'm taking pictures of them, and then if I'm not doing that, I'm really trying to enjoy what we were there to be there for. So if this is the only video that I end up recording, now it won't be the only video probably, but if I never do any lives, know that it's not because I'm being just a selfish nilly girl. It's not that. It's because I'm realizing this is a sacred place still, and I have to be aware of that. And when the time is right to film, I will. And when the time is not, I won't. That simple. So let's just kind of look at some things that I picked up, because I could go on and on. And I haven't even taken any of the classes. Tomorrow is going to be a day heavy of classes for me today, and then Monday, this is the first year that they're doing their, it's an extension course. It's like for those who are doing a tarot business like myself. We're trying to run a tarot business. So I will be partaking in that part of the Northwest Tarot Symposium. I'm super excited. It's what drew me to it, aside from also wanting to meet my tribe peoples. And yeah, it was one of the main reasons I came, and why I wasn't stressed so much about being here on Friday. But I do regret it. I do regret not coming in Friday, because I know what it's like to go to retreats, or not just retreats, or conferences, or any kind of like multiple day events. You start to build a camaraderie, and that happens early on when you first get together and you first meet up for that first night, or that first day, or that first dinner, or that first lunch, or whatever. So I know how important that is. And so next year, if I'm so ever blessed to come again, I am going to come a day early and maybe get a chance to really explore Portland, and maybe go see their metaphysical shops. One of the metaphysical shops that I go to in Oakland, California, is the Raven's Wing. I can't think of they have a very long name, but they have a sister store in Portland, here where the Symposium is, and so I want to have time to go look at their little shop, and so I want to spend some more time in Portland next year. So I will definitely do that. I met some great vendors today. That's another reason why I wasn't stressed about classes today. I just wanted to come in, kind of check in, shop. I knew I was going to do a lot of shopping. So the vendors, I've got a new Crystal Connect, which I'm super excited about. Great, smart guy. Oh, I should have brought over the business cards. You know what? I think I will, because I think it's helpful to do some shout outs. Hold on, I'm gonna have to detach myself. I'll be right back. So, I wanted to bring over, and so the name of that store, by the way, is the Raven's Wing Magical Company. It's not that long. I don't know where I got off that. It was super long. And the guy that I was talking to is actually his wife's business. Her name's Krista Dennis of Global Mineral. It looks like they're out of Portland, because they have a Portland area code. Global Mineral. And her husband's name is Chris, coincidentally enough. Chris and Krista. And they actually go and mine for their crystals, which is so fascinating. The whole process, which is like mind-blowing. I like the different adventures that he's gone on to get some of his crystals. I'm like, oh my gosh. I just simply wear them, or like, admire them and buy them. I'm not going out and like off the side of a mountain trying to chisel it out. Anyways, so we talked about it. I'm like, I like to get crystals. I like to sell them from time to time, and it's nice to be able to work with someone who is very passionate about what they do. And wow, you can't get no more source than that. And then someone actually going out and getting the stones themselves. And he was like, if he can't get the stone, or they can't find it, they know of people who can. So I was very impressed. I got this beautiful hunk of piece of amethyst. And I got it because amethyst is my birthstone, and I have like one little piece of amethyst stone is what I want to say. I have one piece, and it's little. I wanted something a little more substantial. He gave me a screaming deal for this. And so his wife will be there tomorrow, so I'm probably going to buy some crystals for some friends of mine. And yeah, so I'll be back getting some crystals tomorrow, but I love this so much. It called to me. I saw another young lady purchasing one of the amethysts, and as soon as I saw hers, I was like, oh, and then this one, my eyes instantly rested on this. I love it. Just love it, love it, love it. So far, that's the one crystal. What I bought from the Raven's Wing, because they actually were there at the Symposium as a vendor, I got me some Palo Santo liquid smudge spray. And it's actually really easy to make your own smudge spray. And I even have the oil, the Palo Santo oil to do it. But I obviously didn't bring that here. And I forgot, aside from, I forgot a Lenormand deck, which I'm bummed about. But I also forgot my smudge spray, and I love Palo Santo, and so they had this for sale, so I bought some. And I figured, you know what, it'll be it could be my traveling Palo Santo bottle. And I could always, even like I do with my other one, I just refill it, this bottle, and the other bottle, I think the oil or something got on it, and it's like you can't even tell what it was anymore. But this, I'm gonna try to keep it clean, because I like the label. So then I got, right off the bat, I get to the vendors, because I'm not taking any classes today, and I stumble upon this. Now, I would show you actually, and I will show you probably in a favorites video sometime soon, I will show you what I got, and it is this beautiful, she calls it the Millennial Gaia, and this is by the artist Oberon Zell. It says, don't just look it up, learn it. Oh, she's talking about her. But I got this one, the bronze one. I almost got this one, which was gorgeous. But the bronze one really spoke to me. There's something about her eyes that I appreciated. So now I have my very first Gaia statue. I'm super thrilled. I've been really working with that energy lately. And then it tied in beautifully with the Awakened Soul. I'm so excited about this from Miss Ethany. I'm such a fan. I think she's so awesome. She was not feeling well. Look at that. And shout out to you for still putting your best foot forward and just being an awesome person and coming even not feeling well. And so she signed it. I'm not gonna go through the cards because I'm gonna probably do an unboxing. This is a deck I've wanted for a long time, so this would be a deck that I feel it rises to the occasion of an unboxing. And certainly I'm going to want to savor and enjoy. It's going to be difficult. I might even bust out and do an unboxing in here, but that'll be on a separate video because this one's really long. So yeah, she signed the book, and then she mentioned that, you know, and I knew this too because she had mentioned on her, I think, Facebook group, or mentioned in Facebook or somewhere, that these were the last of the few that like this edition, and then her next edition is going to be in a different size card size, I should say. Different. She's going to have different cards, which is great for those who own this one. If you bought the second edition, it wouldn't feel so much like you're probably buying like the same deck. You probably feel like it's different enough. So, but I liked this one, and I didn't want to miss out on an opportunity to get it, and I certainly didn't want to miss out on an opportunity to get it from Ethany, like handing it to me and signing it. So this is just a blessing. I'm super excited. She writes first edition, which is so special. I wish more deck creators would put the edition on the decks. You know, it's just a thing. I'm sure there's a good reason why you wouldn't want to, I'm sure. But I don't know. I kind of like that. So I got that. And then I got and I'm so excited for the next. Actually, I'm excited for all of my purchases. The Sacred Bridges Tarot, which maybe I knew about, but not really. And here's the backs. I'm going to do, you can barely see its glare. I'm going to do an unboxing as well, so I'm not going to go into it. The deck creator drew this herself on each of the bags, which I thought was cool. It didn't come in a box, the seller said, which is fine. It has this as a little guide, like little white book. So have that. So cute. It's a cat. So cute. So we'll be doing an unboxing, obviously, of that. I literally, you guys, on my Facebook Live, I had mentioned on my first Facebook Live on Abundant Life Tarot Facebook group, I mentioned that I was going to leave some decks here, and I meant it, and I'm hoping I still stick to my word, but I did a couple of readings with those said decks. They end up giving me the most succinct, beautiful messages ever, and I'm like, I can't part with them now. I feel like the decks still want to be with me. And I even said, if you give me a resonant message, then that tells me I shouldn't part with you yet. And of course, they both give me resonant, or the decks give me resonant messages, 2 of the 3. So one of them will probably be finding their way downstairs to the table that you leave your divinatory tools for someone else to maybe take in love, and then you could pick from the table. I think they call it, there's the name of what you call that. I don't know if it, potlatch exchange table. I think that's so cool. And so people come and put different things on the table, and you can grab something that you like, but you should put something in its place. And here's the program. It's a lot of stuff that they got going on. So just give you some ideas. Yeah, they've got some great names here. I mean, Melissa Sonova, you know, and yeah. Let's try the Metaphysical Fair has so many vendors, and that's so cool. It's so fun to go. I was trying to read off to you guys the classes I'm taking. I'm realizing that this video is so long, but it's a vlog, so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right, Sunday, and in a minute I'm about to get off anyway, because I'm about to go on a hunt for food. I'm starving. I should have brought snacks. I was not prepared. I'm taking Marketing 101 for tarot readers. And then after that, I am taking, what is it? Oh, How to Deal with Cranky Pants Customers. Thought that would be fun. Actually, a lot of fun. And then tomorrow I was going to do the Lenormand Study Group with Mary Kay Greer. It says it's with Mary Kay Greer, Kendra Hurteau, and Ann Wallner. But I will see if I'm able to do that. I'm sure I would need to bring a deck of Lenormand. Maybe someone has a spare. I don't know. And maybe I just might use that as downtime. We'll see how that plays out. I'm already getting super tired all of a sudden. And I have a reading. Can you imagine? I have a reading that I have to do. Okay, something else that I'm super excited about that is going to also get an unboxing because, again, it warrants an unboxing. Divine Muses Oracle. And this is by Marie Bento. She created the Antiquarian Tarot. You guys might be familiar with that. This particular deck just came out. She said it dropped. Oh, goodness. I think it says it in the book here. Let's see. Like 2 days ago, yesterday, the day before. So, anyways, yeah, she has this lovely guidebook. I got a good deal because it was at the Symposium. The deck comes in this cute little pouch. And then, yeah, the deck, which is my favorite size for Oracle. I love it when it's this size. It's my favorite. Backs are cool. And I'm not going to do an unboxing now. She signed the card here. I'm not going to do an unboxing now. But I will do one, and we will definitely be discussing it. I got it. I was thinking about getting the Antiquarian, but because I own the Stretch Tarot, and I love the Stretch, and they both seem to kind of have similar vibes, I didn't get the Antiquarian. But this deck, the Divine Muses, is something I'm very much looking forward to working with. I'm just over the moon thrilled that I got it. And she's already about to sell out of them. Yay. I feel like I'm missing something, but I think that's it for now. Oh yeah, I was going to say all the different folks. So I mentioned about Global Mineral, Ethany, Jeanette Roth, and Dan Pelletier of the Tarot Garden. I felt like a goober. I was like, I confused that table with, it turns out he has like fine, I want to say fine art, but rare collectible decks. And I thought it was like the exchange table, not realizing. Anyways, so, and then there's Francesca, and then there's Sage, who has a cool business card. He had me pull a card for myself, a business card, which is on the flip side, a tarot card, and I got the Queen of Plates. So cool. And I think that's it for now. I mean, I had other cards, but I don't know where I put them. Until I'll collect them. So anyways, guys, that's it. That's all. I don't want to keep going on and on. You know, I could do that all day. So stay tuned for more videos. That's my vlog for now. Much love, many blessings. Mwah!